We've been talking to ourselves.
Yeah.
Woo! We're here. Hi, guys.
Hello.
Oh my goodness.
We suck.
We minutes suck. Behind. We've been
but
in
like,
the background.
Did any of it work?
No, I don't know. Did you guys see the countdown?
Did you guys see the intro at least?
Did we see the countdown in the intro? I wondered why they were saying we were late. We were late to our own show.
They think it's me. They said, I know, Brett. Well, just blame me. It's fine.
They found the live button. Oh, thanks, Woody. Yeah.
I clicked the live
Today
button.
Years old. Well,
I'm
we had a whole show for you guys, but we already did it. So
yeah, we already. So you guys missed the beginning. We'd love to go back, but this is after talk, so we're already after it. So
welcome to After Talk, where we skip over everything and just get to the after part.
We have a really cool intro. We promise. You'll see it someday, just not today.
We do get to see it eventually. It just
We did talk about Bob Saget.
I mean, we can start it back over again.
Yeah,
I mean,
let's do it. Let's start it over again.
So
run
obviously,
the intro.
You know,
let's start from the top, Danny. Hit us with a breaking news.
We're all fired.
We'll just start it all over. And so right before we came on, we heard that Bob Saget at 65 was found deceased in his Orlando hotel room. Doesn't seem like there is too much information out about it. But regardless of how this comes out and what we find out, it's kind of, sus in my opinion. Anything that happens like this is kind of questionable. So I think we have to ask ourselves, like, with everything going on today in the world, is this going to be a normal thing, or is this just he was 65, maybe not healthy? I mean, will it come out that was it a drug overdose? Was it something else? I mean, we're going to have to wait and find out.
I'm just going for it.
I mean, you don't have to sugarcoat it. It's Hollywood at this point. Who knows? Who can be trusted and who can't?
It's so weird.
I'm still so bummed, you guys. I'm sorry. I can't think of anything else other than I ruined the dang intro. Anyways, I'm sorry.
Whatever.
Oh.
We're here now.
This is the best.
We'll just have to go 4 minutes late, or however long that took.
Yeah, it was 6 minutes.
Figure it out. It was 6 minutes. We'll find.
We'll give you guys an extra 6 minutes.
Run it. Fine. It'll be fine.
Yes, Patriot Fireball.
Yes. But was he still though? I don't know.
Scott said, was he Clinton? And I literally said that when we thought we were live, but we weren't really live. I did say that. Scott. I'm with you there. I'm with you. What did he know? What did he know?
What did he do?
Or maybe all their souls were linked to Betty White's, and now that she died, they're all gonna slowly die. Like in the Vampire Diaries, when an original vampire dies, everyone they turn dies. I'm just saying.
I still love you, Dana. Thank you. Just so you guys know, you're gonna have to work with Dom tonight. She's on the struggle bus.
I'm out of my damn mind on cold medicine.
We're just very proud of her that she is here.
Yes,
and she's a bad bitch. So.
She is. So let her know that she's a bad bitch all night, please. We got to keep her going. She's. I don't even know how she's here right now.
And I'm in my bed. I'm sorry, guys. I went downstairs and turned those lights on, and no, I couldn't handle it. I'm not ready yet.
We're just glad you could make it. That's all that matters, and you are getting better. It's
can't promise I'll be a ray of sunshine.
Yep. See, there you go. Rebel is a bad pickle.
That's right. Bad pickle.
she's my God. With pickle.
Speaking of pickles, look at what Heather Radical got me. That's my pet name for Heather, in case anyone was wondering. And if I could call her Heather Radical, that's why. But she got me this, and it's currently being doubled as my pillow tonight. It's pretty comfy. I think it's more comfy than your boob pillow probably is.
My boob pillow got stolen. My boob pillow got stolen.
Wow, really?
So I used it in my backdrop last Sunday, and then I immediately wrapped it because my daughter left for Florida and they didn't get to do Christmas with us, so they did it when they got home that night from the airport. So I wrapped it as a gag gift and put it under the tree for her boyfriend, and he opened it, and I thought he was going to be like, "What is this?" He was like, "Oh my gosh, I love these," and he stole it. He's been sleeping with it every night.
Oh,
I don't think
nice.
I don't think he stole it. If you literally wrapped it up and put it under the tree for him, I think you re-gifted it.
No, I was supposed to get it back. I told him that. He was like, "Good luck."
Oh boy.
See?
I was like, "Okay."
Should have known what you were getting yourself into.
I didn't. I should have known better because that's just my luck. So that's all right. I'll get another boob pillow.
So, anyways,
There's always a back one to try.
Heather, what day is it?
We got day. It's a heck of a day, Danny. It is a heck of a day.
Just
we got some weird ones. We got some weird ones. So it's National Law Enforcement Day, which I love it. I get down with it.
Absolutely have to respect that.
Gotta love National Law Enforcement Day. So hopefully you guys were nice to all your law enforcement officers today and every day, but specifically today. It's National Balloon Ascension Day for hot air balloons. So if you're a hot air balloon enthusiast, then today's your day. I don't know
they were out there. I bet they were out there.
It's January, Danny.
But it's not cold everywhere.
Okay.
I mean, can you do a hot air balloon in the cold? I don't know. Maybe you can.
I have no idea.
It's
Don't they
Why
do it?
couldn't you?
Yeah, don't they do it over like?
I think they do.
I'm pretty sure you could. Yeah.
I mean, I've never seen someone out there in snow.
It is, I guess, though. Still, it's a weird time of the year for.
It is weird.
Whoever chose this.
And it's weird that's a day.
They're freezing. I mean, I'm cool with it being a day. Every day should have a day. Like everything should have a day, but like maybe pick a day closer to a warmer time.
Charles, my birthday is National Taco Day. Cinco de Mayo, bud.
Yeah.
That's National Tequila Day.
Well, that's both.
It's National Choreographers Day. So for all of you dancers out there.
Not I.
I mean, not me, but I would have to be lying if I said that doesn't really interest me. I'm a white boy. I don't have rhythm. I mean, I'm not going to lie to myself and be like, oh yeah, that's something I really wanted to do. But like, yeah, I think it would have been really cool to do, but not trying to show that off, you know.
I like watching other people do it.
I think I've danced a couple times on TikTok, and that's enough.
I always wanted to be good at dancing and singing, and I'm good at neither.
Why though, Danny? Are you
I
half
was
naked
robbed
half the time when you're dancing on TikTok?
That's true. And then I have to cover you up, and it's a whole mess.
I don't make the trends. I'm not sure how they work. I mean,
oh, you were sure how that trend worked, all right.
I mean,
you were. Don't you even deny it, you dirty bird.
She's kind of right.
You made it. You made it your own trend,
Is
so
Jesus
you know
in
what?
the comments? Is Jesus here tonight? A little chat with you and all your buddies, and half naked asses on TikTok. Oh,
Jesus.
I'm gonna message Jesus later.
It's National Apricot Day.
Ugh.
Which one's the
apricot?
Like
apricots?
No.
Okay.
I don't.
Ooh, this is my favorite because I got a prop for this.
No, time out. Back up.
What?
Which one's the apricot? Like.
You don't know what an apricot is?
No, like.
What are we talking about here, Danny?
What's happening?
You said it was National Apricot Day, and I'm confirming which fruit is the apricot. Like, it's more orange, right? Because doesn't it kind of look like another fruit? Like, aren't there two that kind of look the same?
Yes.
Never mind. Whatever, you guys.
It doesn't matter. We don't care about apricots.
It doesn't matter. Danny doesn't know what an apricot is. It's fine. Whatever. Trying to confirm, okay? I'm making sure I'm thinking of the right. I'm trying to make sure I'm thinking of the right.
All
fruit,
I know
okay?
is that. All I know is that Pribs ate a whole bag of them, and she told the world that she ate a whole bag of them.
Danny, it's for
what
whichever apricot wants to be apricot-y or wants to identify as an apricot.
You guys, time out. No, back up the train. I guess my point here. Damn it, Nancy, back up the train.
The
What I'm
train
trying to
is
say
off
here,
the rails.
it is off the rails because I can't decide if I like apricots because I'm like, wait, what are they? Nope, I might like them, but at the same
It's
time,
like
I think I might not like apricots, guys. I don't think I do.
I think of poodles when I hear apricot because there's apricot poodle.
Kathy said it's like a peach, maybe.
Well, I like peach though,
She's not
but
even
it's
sure.
like a peach
Nobody
maybe.
knows.
See, exactly.
Nobody likes
exactly. Why does it have a day? Exactly. Like
Fuck
who
the
likes
apricot.
these things?
Moving on. What's the next one?
It's National Static Electricity Day.
Oh yes, this is a fun
snap.
one.
Oh,
Tell me about a new prop just for you guys.
look at my ball.
It's very fancy.
Very nice.
It is. I'm gonna add shelves.
Can you do some magic and make me not sick anymore? That'd be cool.
I don't know if that works that way.
Static electricity shock
Listen,
you.
I don't like to practice
shock
witchcraft
therapy.
on
I
YouTube.
probably need it anyway. Let's be honest. Just shock it all up.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
So National Static Electricity Day, and then let's see. It's okay, Danny.
It's a lot of days today.
We got an argument here.
There's a lot of days today.
It's National Sunday Supper Day.
Oh God, here we go.
But
throw it in the comments. Do you say dinner or do you say supper?
Why? Like exactly. Like because what is the difference between dinner and supper? Because
Well,
I've heard there is a difference between the two, but then there's people that I feel like it's a region thing maybe. So what do you guys say? Like,
well, and this is what I'm curious about. Is there a National Dinner Day? If supper gets a day, does dinner get a day?
Well, we started on the first of the year. If we make it 365 days,
true.
maybe we'll find out.
I have to start looking these up every day now. Is that what you're telling me?
You freaks! There's a bunch of supper in the comments.
I'm a dinner person.
There's so many suppers in the wow.
Dinner is fancier. Pinky's out. See, I thought people from like the South say supper. Is it not just?
Well, I don't know.
Well, I don't know. I thought it was a northern.
Well, here's one for you, Dom. No, I was gonna say here's one for you, Dom, because you're over here arguing about supper, but my dad was from Southern Illinois, and he said
not
supper.
The same as where I'm from. That's another world.
And I learned.
Sorry,
this.
you're all still flatlanders, but whatever.
Anything south of her is Southern Illinois.
Yeah.
Anything south of Chicago area is Southern Illinois.
I just remember going camping as a kid, and we went to Kentucky, and I remember saying dinner, and those kids were like, what? And they explained to me that they say supper. So I just assumed everyone Southern said supper for dinner. And dinner was lunch, which is, don't even get me started.
Well, what's between?
Well, that's how I feel. Isn't supper more of a earlier thing? Like, don't old folks have supper at like 4 o'clock, and then we have dinner at like 7?
I don't know.
I mean, you go to a supper club, but yet we have dinner parties. So go figure. I mean,
supper is like at home and not a holiday or any guests.
So supper is less. It's more laid back than dinner. Was that what we're saying?
So basically what we're trying to say is that we all have supper.
So here's what
No, I have dinner.
If it were compared to
I wear my ball gown to dinner every night.
If it were us, you could sum it up with examples from us. Me and Dom would be supper people, and Danny would be dinner with the pinky out.
I mean, she's not wrong. I mean,
Tex says soda. Oh, I'm pinning that comment.
Soda?
Wait, what about soda?
What
it
a
is
freak.
soda.
No, it's not. We already had this conversation.
Soda.
We're not doing this again.
It is soda.
I say soda.
No, it's not.
It's soda.
Freaks. You're both.
What is a
nice
limit?
Cold pop?
What is this?
Yeah, like,
what is a what?
No, I can't do the pop thing. I can't do it. Nope, we're not doing it. Carry on.
Does she mean limit?
I mean, when we lived in Wisconsin, I called it soda pop. Like, so
well, isn't that its own thing too? Because some places call it cola. They don't call it either fucking one.
It's soda.
Oh God, now he started it. Now you got
Okay,
popping soda.
we gotta go back to the days. We gotta go back to the days.
Because we're not done, right?
Because we're not done. We're not even close to done.
It's just getting started. Oh, no.
Where do we stop? Oh, supper.
That's
obviously.
right, Sonia.
Supper.
National Word Nerd Day. National Word Nerd Day.
I can
So if
barely
you
put
are
a
a
sentence
wordsmith-
together today, let alone be a word nerd. Okay.
What is a word nerd? Is this like somebody who plays Scrabble all the time and it does
Yeah.
tournaments or like crossword puzzles or what? Like what's a
They're
what's a
those
word
people.
nerd?
I'll tell you who celebrates this day. It's those people that come in your comments and they're like, "It's they are." Like apostrophe R, you know.
Oh yeah, no, I thought that they were one person. Sorry. Oh no.
I'm living for Sonia's comments tonight.
I mean,
yes.
so being in Texas, gosh, we're getting back on this dang soda comment, but being from Texas, a lot of people down here just call it Coke. You may want a Dr. Pepper, but you ask for a Coke. I just want
That's
Coke.
just
What kind of Coke?
stupid.
And it is. I agree.
Say what
It's
you
not-
mean.
Just
Why do
ask
they have
her
to
what-
make it confusing? So if
Yeah.
you tell your waitress you want a Coke, how does she know which one you want?
They'll ask,
Yeah,
like, what kind?
So you
And
say, "Can I have
Coke.
a Coke?" And they'll say, "What kind?" Instead of
Yeah.
you just saying, "I want a fucking Dr. Pepper."
Yeah.
That's ass backwards.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what the fuck? Ask for what you want. Why are we so indecisive with our decision making?
I don't know. I don't know.
I can't pronounce words either, Cotton. Don't worry.
Words are hard, guys. Words are hard.
Yeah. So apparently we are not a part of this day, but you know, it's National Word Nerd Day. All right, here's where it gets weird, guys. It's National No Pants Subway Ride Day.
So does that mean we can all take our pants off together on the subway and there's no repercussions?
Yeah, it
for a
means
friend.
you are supposed to be in your underoos riding the
This is just-
subway all day.
So if the police approach me, I can say, "I'm sorry, officer, but it is National Ride the Subway Pantsless Day."
Well, that's what I'm saying. Even if you get approached by the officer and
So
he's
get
on
bent.
say he's on the subway with you and he's trying to remove you for not having pants on, shouldn't he technically have to remove his pants because it's no pants subway ride day? I mean,
Excuse me, officer.
sure,
Could you remove
officer,
your
I'm
pants as
sorry,
well,
you're
'cause
gonna have to take those off.
It's not very festive of you today. Does your underwear have to stay on?
Who thought of this?
It just says no pants.
Did
Maybe
some,
you
did
can wear
somebody?
shorts.
But
You
what
can wear
if you
shorts?
don't wear underwear?
I got see that. Maybe you have to wear a dress or a kilt. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, just no pants. You're not allowed. Maybe they don't let you ride the subway if you're wearing pants. Maybe it has to be another form of.
See, and I've only ridden a subway
clothing.
once, and I've never ridden it on this day, so I wouldn't know.
So you're
Well,
telling
I mean-
me that there's people standing at the entrance of the subway like, you got your mask on? You got your pants off? Good. Come on.
You know it right now.
Got your
like,
passport? Take off them pants.
Oh my
Quick,
goodness.
we need
Dear
to.
Lord.
Quick, we need to know. I didn't. I'm sorry, you guys. I didn't find that side of TikTok today on my For You page. To know if the people in New York or anything were riding the subway without pants. So
I have a
I'll
friend.
I'll have to get back to you.
Sounds
Tell you
like a
what,
good
though,
time.
I ain't riding the subway
like,
on this day ever.
who comes up with these holidays though, and like who decides like when they're gonna be? Because like
Who allowed that one?
this
Who was like, yes?
but
that's
it's not even
it.
who allowed it's not even who allowed this holiday though. It's
That's the
why
one.
is this holiday observed on the Sunday that
On the
falls
Lord's
8
Day.
days? The Sunday that falls 8 days before Martin Luther King Day. That is when no pants subway ride day is. It I guess maybe it's not always on a Sunday, but like that's just who came up with this? Like,
Do we get a vote? Like, can we vote on this?
No, just like we're
Like,
never
where
included
does-
in any
I-
surveys.
no, we I've always questioned and wondered myself, like, who the first people, like, they came up with this shit, and how did they get to decide that? Like, what made them think this and be like, yes, let's use these as words, and we can form sentences and everything. Like, genius, you know. We've come a long way, guys. Or have we just always been this way and we don't know? That's what I'm saying. Like,
I have no idea.
Evolution? I don't know. Whatever.
Speaking of evolution, this is my last one. But it's National Play God Day.
Nope.
And now you may be thinking that's very weird, but this is how they put it. This is what it means from their terms. National Play God Day is God does really good things. So you should also do really good things all day that day.
I laid in bed all day.
Okay. I can respect that. That's a different. It's all in how it's interpreted, I guess, and what people think it means.
Yes, because I took it totally opposite.
I at first, I guess, wouldn't take it in the right way, but with further explanation, I can understand that. But I'm sorry, again, we should be doing that every fucking day. Hello.
I mean, seriously, that's how you're supposed to be.
What's stopping you, you know?
Which makes me wonder if they're like trying to sugarcoat what really playing God means.
Tex, you need to stop it. Rebel is very engaged in this, and she is looking pretty entertained to me too. I mean, she's still here. She hasn't left. I mean,
I think we're making
a round of applause for Doms. She's still here, and we're 21 minutes in. So
I scared the crap out of him, and almost
we were only
on,
6
so
minutes
shut
late.
it, Tex.
I mean, you totally did. You bailed for a second there. You were like, I'm so sorry, guys, but you know what? Whatever. We're moving on. You're here, and
it's a
we're
headache.
having a great
Tex.
time.
I'm
so
not bored.
Stop being mean.
So Heather, is that all of our?
I can't wait for the next episode
weird,
of Freedom
crazy
Fam.
Days.
That's all of the weird, crazy days for me. But you got some crazy stuff going on,
well,
right?
I've got some history, not too crazy, but so happens that January 9th, back in 1861, the first shots of the American Civil War were fired.
Wow.
So that's actually pretty historic. Cool. I mean, to have that be on a podcast day, that's kind of crazy, you know? So
special.
I mean, I feel like that was a big part of our becoming what we are, you know? So that's a pretty big day. And then also today, 1913, Richard Nixon, our 37th president, was born.
What? It's
oh, snap.
Richard Nixon.
You've been anxiously awaiting to do that.
Yeah. Yes.
And then I mean, I feel like Nixon was, I don't know, certain people felt a certain way, and I mean, it's any politician, right? You know, you either love him or you hate him.
I don't have feelings on the dude either way.
I don't know how I feel about the dude, so
he's dead. Who cares?
But you know, what does it matter?
Right.
But yeah, then I guess Marco Polo back in 13. I just think it's funny. Marco Polo back in 13. Well, I don't. Okay, I'm gonna back up because it's not funny. Because he died apparently in 1324. Marco Polo, the Italian explorer, died today.
Well, maybe let's not play Marco Polo then.
I mean, I'm not really like. I think we all played Marco Polo, right?
Yeah.
Like do it in the store.
What kid didn't? I mean, I feel like we used to play it everywhere we could, you know. Like we used to play it in my neighbor's pool, you know. Like I feel like you could do it in any given moment and somebody would shout back at you.
That's why it's so fun. You just yell it, and then you're like, and then someone always says polo.
I mean, I assume that's where I'm assuming he brought us that term, right? You know, I mean, if we say Marco Polo and it's a game that we play or some shit, you know, I'm assuming that it is named after him, an explorer. I don't know. He was searching, so maybe he was screaming out all the time looking for people and people were yelling back at him. Is anybody out there?
We might need to look up where that game comes from.
Probably. It's probably highly inappropriate.
Probably.
We probably should have known this going into it, but why would we do that?
It's like all our nursery rhymes. It's just incredibly inappropriate.
Yeah, they're all like, I was gonna say,
if you really think about it, they're terrible.
Yes. There's literally nothing good about them.
And we wonder why all these kids are afraid of spiders and adults are afraid of spiders. I mean, because that itsy bitsy fucking spider, when I was a little baby, it traumatized me, okay?
We were indoctrinated.
We didn't even know it, right?
Holy crap.
And I bet the spiders feel...
you guys, I'm not like afraid of bugs or spiders or anything like that, but like weird things freak me out. So like the other day I'm at work and all of a sudden this bug crawled across the floor, and I admit that it kind of was like, whoa, what the fuck was that? You know, it's not that I was scared, but I was just like, what the fuck? Like, there's so many different creatures out there, bugs. You know, like.
I don't like bugs. I was watching
just the fact that it caught my eye, and I'm just like walking and it's just running past it. I'm like, what the fuck was that? Like.
I was watching Supernatural yesterday, and there was a bug episode that nobody warned me about. Thanks, Bergen, if you're watching. And I skipped through the whole damn episode. It was bugs that come out of nowhere and kill you, and I was like, nope, not today, Satan. On to the next scary episode.
I'm good on bugs. But you know what else I'm really good on too, though, is did you guys hear? I'm gonna butcher this because I don't know enough about it, but the people that died in the piranha attack or whatever, or the people that were attacked by piranhas, yeah, apparently somewhere that has piranhas, but like I said, I don't have enough information. I shouldn't even be talking about it. But there was a piranha attack, I guess. Like some people, I don't know if they were swimming somewhere they shouldn't have been, or if their boat like capsized in an area. But like, yeah, some people, I guess, really got messed up by those fish.
I was told
that there were some pictures of this girl's face, and like she survived, but like some of it was missing.
I have to clear something up real quick. It's my Joe Biden shirt. It says, "Know your parasites: deer tick, wood tick, Lone Star tick, lunatic." That's what's on my shirt, Woody. Sorry, we were talking about bugs, and I forgot I have bugs on my shirt.
Yes, we are, and well, that shirt, no lies detected. So.
By the way. It's just funny, we were talking about bugs, and I forgot they're on my shirt.
That is funny. Anything else?
Wasn't there? That's all I got for the history lesson of the day, I guess.
History.
But like I feel like
portion of our show.
There's something else you want to talk about that
I want to talk about this
very into, because I have a lot to say on the topic. So do you want to get us started on that?
Yes. Okay, so I'll just tell you how I ran across this. So it was about 3 or 4 months ago, and I get a FaceTime call from Kat, and she's like, "Girl, did you know that people don't think with an inner monologue?" And I was like, "What?" And she was like, "Yeah, they don't." Like, she was freaking out a little bit, and she was like, they don't think, like, they don't talk to themselves in their heads. They're not thinking the conversation through in their head. They just, if someone says something,
open their mouth and words come out.
Yes. Essentially, yes.
Yeah, they don't think like that.
That's
like
how they
just
too.
So if the example they used was, if your boss said something to you along the lines of like, "I'm going to need you to come in and work this weekend," like, with a person with an inner monologue will have that conversation. Like, they'll see, they'll watch it play out in their head, and in their head they're saying things like, "I don't want to fucking do that. I hate you. You're a horrible boss." Or, "No, this is ridiculous. I shouldn't have to come in this weekend," but you still like, "Sure." And you come in. And then other people just hear stuff like that and they get frustrated, and they don't think that. They just they're a little bit frustrated, but they still do what they're asked to do, and then go on with their day.
So this is where I can't. This is where I have a hard time with this, because I remember the first time I heard about this, and I think the TikTok is going around again, because it was, I guess, that girl's most viral video. But I don't want to call people a liar, but you're a liar. Like,
It's hard to
Okay.
I don't see how it can be possible to tell me that you don't think with an inner dialogue or anything like that, you know? And I say that for the simple fact of how does one remember something if there's not a voice in their head that told them in the first place that they had to remember it?
Well, and it's more like what Scott's saying here. When they read, they don't hear the story in their head. They read the words, they process it in their brain, and it's done.
Yeah.
Like when I read, I hear the story as I'm reading it.
Well, you can tell when some people read stories out loud. Some people will read it with no personality.
Yes.
Like they can't read the tone or any of that. They're just like almost like robotic reading a story.
I figured those people just weren't as up to par as others. I mean, I remember being in school, like you had the kids that didn't like to read at all. You had the kids that were like really fucking good at it. You know, we're all different in that
No,
aspect,
I'm not talking about like no effort reading. I know what you mean because I did
well,
that
no,
shit
no,
in
no,
school,
because
but-
I'm not saying I'm not saying no effort reading. I'm saying like even just struggling, and
Do you know what I mean,
don't know,
though? Like just reading in high school just to get through it?
Oh, absolutely, just to do it and be miserable as you're doing it. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess I find it hard to believe that there are these people out there that don't have that.
Well, and there's
Like
there's people that don't have pictures in their brain either. Do you believe that?
Well, these are all things I've heard, but again, I guess this is everybody's different, you know. So, who are we to? I just, again, I don't know. It's like how does a person function without that ability? I don't. I guess because we don't have it, we don't understand it. But like, it's just odd to me, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
It's odd to me also. Not saying that any way is wrong or right. Just saying I always just thought everyone thought just like I do. And to learn that it's not even that, like we talked to a few of our other friends about this before we did the show. And like, I won't say names, but one of them was like, I mean, I think with an inner monologue, but I also have like a photographic memory. Or one of them would say, I think with an inner monologue, but I process words differently. Like I can remember anything that's on a page that I can read. Or some of them can't process information like that, and they process it better as like doing it themselves, or versus reading it in a book, you would then actively do the task and learn it better than retaining the information you read.
See, I'm like Kathy here. My brain doesn't shut off. Ever.
And that's me too, I guess I would say. So that maybe that's where I just have a hard time. Maybe I'm jealous. That's why I'm calling them liars, because like there's no way that you don't have all these thoughts and stuff going on in your head. And
no, there was a girl on TikTok.
I'm jealous.
She literally said she can just go to sleep and doesn't have any like any other thoughts.
Okay, Dom.
Like, must be fucking nice.
I can go on TikTok and say the same damn thing. Doesn't mean it's fucking true.
Well, but
you're calling everyone a liar.
I've been around people that can fall asleep like that. I can't. It takes me a good hour before I can fall asleep. But I mean, like, I know people that can fall asleep in less than 2 seconds as soon as their head hits the pillow.
My husband.
I'm on a roll here calling people out. So Heather, I have to call you out.
What?
We've stayed the night a couple of places together, and you are out, girl, like away.
Okay,
like,
but that was when we stayed up till like 1 o'clock in the morning.
You also just drove here from Texas.
And I drove 16 hours.
Oh, come on, I gotta give her a hard time. She said she doesn't do it, and I'm like, both the times that I can recall, I'm she was out.
Oh,
I was over here with my thoughts and shit, and you were just laying there sleeping.
I'm sorry. I was so tired that trip.
I think we were all tired.
I said I like how you have that finger handy.
I do. I have the finger handy.
Hey, we both have one.
I still don't have props, but whatever.
I'm not even gonna say what I was gonna say.
I have a real one.
You don't need a prop. You have a Mountain Dew and a real finger.
Well, okay, never mind. It's not just a Mountain Dew. There's other, but we're not going there. Doesn't exist.
So I grabbed these pictures also. Hang on. Because they're like the brain teaser pictures.
Ooh.
And we're going to flash them and see from the comments, put in the comments what you see first. Okay? I don't have any, like, I'm not going to go into what your brain says if one versus the other, but we're just going to do it for fun. I want to see how many people's answers match up. Are we ready? You guys ready? Oh, you're not going to be able to see it.
Can't even see it.
Can't see it. You gotta be able to throw it up on the screen.
Nope, that made it worse.
No.
All right, I might be able to throw it up on the screen. You guys talk. Let me figure it out.
Well, what are we going to talk about, Dom? How are we feeling? How are we doing? We need an update on Dom.
I feel like crap.
Well,
I have a
you're still here,
headache.
though.
It's so bad. I think it's the medicine I took, though, honestly.
Well, I heard you got somebody good taking care of you, at least, so.
Yeah, he's taking care of our tiny demon right now, though. No, I think it's the Tylenol that made me not feel good, because I took that extreme Tylenol.
Oh, extreme. I can't say I've ever had extreme Tylenol.
Well,
I
don't,
just
because
usually take ibuprofen for anything. Like, really,
that's what I took
anytime
all
I need
day.
to take something, I take ibuprofen. I don't really do Tylenol or anything.
That's what I took all day, and I felt better. And then I took this sinus stuff, and no bueno.
It just
no
set
bueno.
you over the top.
I'm having
Maybe
legitimate hot flashes right now. You people are lucky that I love you.
Oh no, hot flashes.
It's a mess over
So what do you
here.
think about the conspiracies that keep coming true?
I think people owe us an apology.
Oh. No, why did we do that?
I'm sick of being called crazy because it all keeps coming true. Although
I
I
know.
heard that Ghislaine or Ghislaine, however you say her name, might have a
I still don't know. I just say the Maxwell check.
mistrial.
I heard something about that.
Yeah, we'll see what happens with it, because if it is a mistrial, I think all the evidence goes away.
Yes, Charles. Bob
not
Saget
sure.
died.
We talked
Okay,
about
so-
that
this
already.
earlier.
Charles, get your shit together, Charles.
I can't figure out.
Ghislaine, is that how we're doing it? Ghislaine.
Yeah.
That's what I normally say.
So
Do-
can we jump back into this other
Yeah.
topic really quick?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I want to know how you guys think. How do you process your thoughts? Like, what do you see?
I see pictures. I see images.
Okay.
Well,
Are they ever like moving images, or they're just
Yeah, it could be either or.
okay? What
And
about
I
you?
have
Dane?
I have an inner monologue.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, I don't want to say like I see myself from the third person or something like that, but along those lines of, yeah, just I envision it and it's there, you know?
You do too, right, Heather?
I do. I'm trying to think of like when I remember something, how I really truly see it. So if I'm thinking of a memory, I can see it as a photograph, like a still photograph with me in it, like I'm looking at it. And I can see it as I see it in third person, which is kind of freaking weird because that's not how you live it.
No, but it's how you look back on it.
Yeah,
You were there.
But the brain processes.
Well, because you're more or less looking back on the memory of it, and you can process the memory of it in any manner in which you want. That's all that's showing.
Right.
Because I would feel I can do the same or have done the same.
It's weird.
But-
I have very vivid memories of like really old things, but then there's a ton of stuff I can't remember.
Well,
Like
I
it
would
might as
say-
well have not have happened because I have no memories of it.
I don't have
I mean,
a whole lot.
I remember the weirdest, craziest things.
Me too.
From
the dumbest things.
as far from when I have to like think back and actually think about it. I can remember things as far back as being like 3 years old.
My friends will
And
tell me stuff that we did, and I have no memory. And these aren't like
so my cousin,
drunken shenanigan things. These are like
my
legitimate like
cousin,
childhood memories.
my cousin is kind of the same way, and it's all in just how people process things also, because there's certain things that people don't find the need to retain that information. So childhood memories. Some people don't find the need to retain all those childhood memories. Now, I'm not going to say I have all my childhood memories, but like there's things obviously that stick out. But when I really think about it, like it's all fucking there, you know? But
How?
at the same
How?
time, it's like, it's like my cousin, like we grew up together. She's only a few years younger than I am. And I'll be like, hey, do you remember that? And she'll be like, no. And I'll be like, how do you not remember that? Like we did that shit all the time, you know? So it's really weird. Like people have like selective memory remembrance, I guess we're going to call it, you know?
I'm
Well,
that cousin. I am your cousin. I would be sitting there like, no, what are you talking
my
about? That
my
happened.
friends literally will joke and they'll be like, Dom, you were there. Do you remember? Do you remember being there? Because you were. And I'll be like, I don't know. You guys might as well be making this up. I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know the difference.
Well,
But that's
it's
also
like one of those.
trauma related because I repress things because of I had a very traumatic childhood. But the problem with me repressing things is I repress all of it. I don't pick and choose the good and the bad. So maybe something bad happened to me around that time. Everything around it goes away too. And it really sucks because there's a lot of things that I get memory triggers from and it'll slightly bring it back. But then I'm afraid to like unlock that Pandora's box. Like I've been told I should go to therapy and like have this crap worked out and like you can unlock memories. I am terrified to do that because I repress so much. So I think
Yeah,
that's
that's
part of
crazy.
it. I think that's part of it is people's
See, and
trauma.
it's interesting that you said trauma because I'm taking this a completely, I don't know,
Well, I think
childish way.
there's
So
two
I'm going to
different
take it a
components.
childish way, okay? That's what I'm going to say though, is because like when I think back to my first memory, it was something that I played with all the time that got lost. So I don't know if that's why it sticks
miss
out
your
because
toy.
it was something exactly.
Oh,
But
Danny.
it was like the stupidest thing in the world, you know.
So what?
So but that's the thing, you know. So it's like I think back on that and I'm like, but that's when
Thanks,
that's
Heather.
as far back as I can dig to a memory, and that's like 3 years old because when I had to ask like, so when did it, because there was a point in my childhood that both of my grandmothers moved. They used to live together in an apartment and they moved out of their apartment into our house. And I had to ask my mom, be like, how old was I when that happened? Because I remember that it was that move when I lost that because this was a toy that was at their house, you know?
Aw.
So it's just one of those things, that I'm like, that's the reason to remember something. If it was something I was attached to and it's no longer there. So then for Dom to be like, well, trauma and how you block it out, I'm like, well, it's not necessarily something I block out because even though it was sad that I lost it, it was still something that brought me joy. So I still think about it, so it's different in that aspect of it.
Damn it.
Oops.
But then I
That was
think
my
back and
fault.
I can probably tell you something from like every year of my life if I seriously thought about it.
I
Like
have one. My
there's
earliest
crazy
memory.
amounts of things in there.
My earliest memory is actually a traumatic memory that I remember. Say that 10 times fast. I was on my bike and I had training wheels, so I was young. And I had a basket in the front, like a wicker basket, and I went to put my doll in it, and it was covered in earwigs.
Oh.
Covered. Freaked me the hell out. Like my bike went down on the ground. I ran to the house. That's all I remember. But I never forgot
Yikes.
that. Never.
Yeah,
That.
that's kind of traumatizing, I'm not gonna lie,
Every time I see an earwig, I think of that memory.
Ooh.
I can remember a couple of memories from when I was 3, but it's weird because there's like a jump after that. Like I would think that the memories at 3 would go away first, right? Because like they're the oldest.
Mm-hmm.
but it doesn't. It's like I remember these 3 memories from when I was 3, and they're very like prominent in my head when I think about them. And then like it skips to when I was 6 or 7, or I like don't remember, and then it'll skip again. And so I just get these blurbs. But then some people, like you said, I mean, I said I'm kind of the cousin, but people will remind me of things that happen, and sometimes I'll remember them. But most of the time I'm like, I do not remember doing that at all.
So it's interesting that you say that, because I've had people tell me that I only remember these things from being told about them. And I completely disagree with that statement, because that would make sense. Like, oh, no, you only remember that because you were told about it. And I think about that and I'm like, no, that's so not true. Because if I went to my next memory from the one that I have, is the memory of when my one grandmother died. Now, this is a woman that I do not know. I was 3 or 4 when she passed away. I do not remember a thing about her. But yet I have this memory from being at her house, and playing with this toy, whatever. But it's just one of those things that I remember the moment. Not like, I didn't know what was going on. But now that I look back on knowing that that's what I witnessed, it was everybody in the room crying. And I'm there like 3, 4 years old, not knowing what the fuck's going on, So now that I look back on it, I'm like, that's what that memory was. But at the time, I didn't know what it was, but it's still there, it's something that I have. And again, like, this is a woman that I don't remember. So the fact that I remember that memory from it is kind of crazy in itself. It's like, where do we decide, oh, I'm going to file this memory, but we're just going to discard that one?
Yeah, like why is one more important than another?
So Scott and Sonia both said that I should hook up with Jen Snow. For those of you who don't know, she's often on the Shipwreck show. Like, isn't she almost every single morning with Ship? So if you guys are interested in something like that, definitely check out Ship Show. I'm terrified to do that, Scott and Sonia, because I don't even want to get into it out of live, but there's a lot of trauma that I don't talk about from my childhood and my teen years. So whatever I've repressed, I've done it to like protect myself. So I'm scared of what happens when I rip that Band-Aid off. And I know I need to deal with it at some point. I just don't know if I'm
Do you though? Do you?
Yeah.
I don't know. And I also come from a family where you just sweep that shit under the rug and keep trucking.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Everybody, this comes into everybody. This comes into everybody processing things. This comes into everybody processing things differently.
This is why I don't hug. In case you guys wanted to know, this is why I don't like hugging. My childhood. It's
Man,
weird.
like,
we weren't affectionate people.
Like, I feel like, I don't know, memories. I don't know. Like, it's just because that it still leads into the whole topic of what got us started on that, is just when you're thinking of, like, I don't know, I can't do it. I can't, like, I don't understand. Like, how did you come up with that thought that you just told? Like, it's like speaking a sentence.
It doesn't
How
make
did you
sense.
not think that in your head first? And the word, no, like, you just literally did what we were talking about. And you're like, I feel like they all do it and they just don't know what we're talking about. They just don't, not everybody understands.
Maybe.
Like,
Possible.
maybe that's what I was, maybe it's
Do
not
you
that I'm
think
calling
people are
everybody
really
a liar.
colorblind, or are they liars too? I'm just curious, Danny. Are they liars?
No, I wouldn't say they're liars, but I do have questions about that kind of shit too. You know, that's a whole
we'll
nother
find a
topic
colorblind
of...
person and we'll have them on the show, and you can ask them all the questions you want.
No, because you guys, because here's a memory that I fucking have, is a friend of mine who was quote unquote colorblind. You know, everybody's a different type of colorblind. So he saw different colors as what they weren't, basically. So they moved one time and they went and they looked at this fucking house, and he fucking was like, oh, I want this fucking room if we get this house. And everybody's like, why do you want this fucking room, John? And he's like, because the fucking carpet was blue. That shit looked cool. And everybody is cracking the fuck up. because that carpet was pink as fuck and it was hideous, you know? But he saw it as this awesome blue color. So I'm thinking to myself in my head, this carpet is pink, but he sees it as blue, but knows what blue looks like, but apparently can't see it to know, like, it's just, so he could see shades of blue.
I
So
get
like
blues and
reds
grays
and
messed up.
everything. So reds and everything faded into the blues for him. So it's like, that's where colorblind is different in everybody, to where some people see shades, some people don't, some people just see grays, you know? So like colorblind is a weird thing, you know?
As long as you're not
It's crazy to think it's something, you know? I would not call, no, I'm not calling them liars. I'm just saying, like, seriously, like, everybody has, they have to have, I'm sorry, I will take this to my grave. They have to have this inner dialogue. They have to. How do you function without it? It doesn't make sense.
Maybe you're right.
Otherwise, you're just a robot, and then we have to talk about that.
No, we don't. I don't fuck with robots.
Yeah, we do.
Danny, we're supposed to be accepting of everyone's thought process.
Not robots.
Here's
not that guy
for you. I have all these memories, but I don't dream.
I don't dream a whole lot either.
I don't dream.
Once in a while.
Now, I've always been told that even if you don't remember your dreams, you dream every night. But I don't. No, I don't.
Generator.
Hey, Jen.
I have in the Jen. Right here, right now, I need to know, Jen, about no pants riding the subway day, because you weren't here before.
Jen,
and you're in
are
New
people
York.
Not wearing pants on the subway today.
What is this no pants?
Is this happening?
The subway day?
We're very interested.
Is this a real thing?
Uh-oh. Damn it, Nancy. We got 2 minutes.
No,
are we going to run late, or are we going to cut it? What are we going to do?
Well, my head's going to explode, so.
Well, we were late to the people. Do we want to cut it short?
Oh, that's
really
right. That's right. I will truck on.
Because we've got, we can keep on trucking.
Well, we can hear Jen's response. There are a ton of crazies on the subway.
So
okay, but Jen,
don't they do that every day? That's every day, though.
We're
talking about today.
Yeah, today is National. What was it? Ride the subway with no pants on day.
No pants on day. Yeah. No pants. Ride subway day.
So, how were the subways today? Was there a lot of nudie pants in there?
Or were they all just wearing kilts?
Was there a lot of pantsless shenanigans going on the subway today?
I'm telling you, like, they were all in kilts. I'm telling you.
Were the rent-a-cops on the subway pantsless too?
Mom jeans. They were like mom jeans. Not technically pants.
Do they just play like the Venga Boys all day and no one's got any pants on?
They stay away from the city.
Well, you need to find out, Jen, because this is important. I need to know if people are riding around with no pants on the subway today.
Serious?
This is serious.
I want to know the answer.
This is more serious than the clout, okay? You need to find this out for us. I understand that there are homeless people without pants every day.
This might actually keep me up tonight wondering. Were those people wearing pants today in the subway?
I still want to know if
you would think it's the conversation that was most important, Danny. But no, we're more curious about the pants riding or the pants wearing.
Forget my trauma. We need to know about pantsless riders.
Screw my trauma. I mean, we can go back to trauma because
no, we're good. We can skirt past that.
Fine, we're just gonna skirt right past it then. Just fine, just like they did.
Sweep it under the rug, Danny. Sweep it under the rug. Never happened.
What do you do when the rug's like bumpy?
I do a little Irish jig on it and just flatten that bitch back out.
Do your horrible dance?
Yes. I do that thing where I shake my knees back and forth.
The rug down.
Oh my gosh.
Well, I chase my 10 dogs in a circle on it and it's flat in no time.
That's true.
Jen is smart. She says she doesn't ride the subway every day, so she has no idea.
I'd be concerned for your safety if you did.
Yes.
She said
very smart move.
No, she said she'll research it and get back to us
Please don't research it by going. Just ask some people.
Just ask around.
Ask around. I feel like people should know today. And if they don't, you should inform them.
Just pull a Billy on the street, walk around with a microphone, just ask everybody. Let us know. Let us know, like, next podcast.
Yeah.
That'd be fine.
Right.
We'll bring you on. You can tell us all about it. Oh, shoot. We can't bring her on because we have somebody else coming on, Danny.
We do have somebody else coming on. And I'm pretty excited about it, even though maybe I don't have as many details again, because I'm bad at this, you guys. I'm bad at this. I wing it all, So next week, we're going to actually be having our first guest on the show. And we are all very excited to have this person on the show. Most of you probably know him from TikTok, because I believe that's where I found him. Does the name Kramer ring a bell to anybody?
Kramer Says.
Because we will be having Kramer Says on the show next Sunday. And I can't honestly say I know what we're talking about, but
he has the best stories. Don't even worry about it.
So many things to talk about. And he was telling me a couple of things, so I will highlight just the fact that he had kind of mentioned just how he's been changing up his content a little bit more, and it seems to really be getting to people. So I don't want to get too much into it, but it's all in how you say things, you guys. And if you know how to say it the right way, you really get your voice out there and you're really getting heard. So I think that's really important, because I see it far too often that there's people out there with great content and people aren't hearing them.
No.
And
there's several that I feel like are
gotta,
super
sometimes
underrated.
you just gotta, switch it up and maybe come at it, say the same thing, but say it a different way,
Yeah.
Say it in a way that you're gonna make sure you're heard.
Well, it should be a really good podcast. The three of us all met him in Indiana.
Yeah.
Yes, we did. And
Kramer
he
always
is incredible.
He's cool always dude.
I want to know how he knows the things that he knows. Like
there is so much in there, and I feel I'm really hoping that he's going to be able to like open us up to some of it, and just maybe even teach us or explain to us like where he learned all of this and picked it up from.
Yes.
Because again, we all have our different expertises. Apparently, mine is holding on to memories. His is knowing fucking all this incredible information.
Yeah, and he's so articulate with it, like
he is
being able to communicate the way that he does. Kramer's amazing. Like if he could read me to sleep every night, I mean, like if he would record his voice.
I mean, that's almost how I feel, like.
Yeah.
Like I would listen to Kramer all night.
And that's I think a big thing too is like he's somebody that I think people really listen to, So I think that's going to be really big, and we're really looking forward to having him on here.
What?
Yeah,
Jen, who thinks you speak Korean?
What? What are you talking about?
Excuse me, what?
He does know all the things.
Oh my goodness.
That's the best way to put it. He knows all the things.
All the things.
All the things.
He does, but we're going to have more of a chill with Kramer. Like let Kramer just go off on whatever he needs to go off on. It's going to be laid back, and we're just going to let him do his thing.
Yep.
Definitely. It's gonna be the same vibe, but we're just gonna kind of roll with maybe some of his topics and stuff instead of our own. And I think that'll be a really good time.
Patty Whack, are you talking about Danny's voice when you say that's how you feel about him? That's how I feel about Danny's voice.
What about my voice? It's terrible. I know the first time I heard it on recording, oh my God.
No, your voice
I remember
with
when my
a
family got a
Snapchat filter
camcorder.
is perfection.
Yes.
Your laugh with a Snapchat filter.
Oh my God.
Perfection.
That laugh is amazing. Oh my goodness.
I agree. He is very smart. She's not talking about Danny. She's talking about Kramer.
Oh, she's talking about Kramer. I was like, dang, Danny.
I was trying to catch up. Yeah, like I got lost in the comments because people are talking about stuff.
Are you all gonna send out the reminder? Yeah, we're gonna have our shit together next week. I promise.
We will. And TikTok has to like play it for us when we
Yeah,
do
a
it.
lot of
So
our
that's good.
You know-
podcast videos get censored.
You know,
Yeah.
when I promo it next week, I'm just gonna promo it as we'll be there at 7-ish.
7-ish. If Heather can get her shit together, we'll be here at 7-ish. Every time, guys.
Oh yes, I do remember Super Lesbian and Gay Boy. No, it's Fag Boy.
Oh my gosh, Danny.
Oh, that was great. Yes.
Oh my goodness.
But
I can't.
all right, you guys, we have pretty much hit the end of the show here. So thank you all for coming in. Thanks Dom for making it through because she's over here.
Who's a bad bitch, Tom?
For being a bad bitch.
Rebel
So-
Pickle's a bad bitch.
Fuck yeah.
All right, guys,
I'm
we'll
gonna
see you
go to
next
bed.
week. Thank you.
All right,
Bye.
everyone. Have a good one.